Hello students, once again I am back with a new topic, and that is chapter nutrition in animals. This is given in class 7 chapter number 2. So we are going to do some very important question based on nutrition in animals. So ready with your notebook. First question. The largest gland in the human body. So when we see a largest gland, what is gland, children? Gland is that part which secretes something. Fine. So the largest gland is liver. And what it secrete? It secrete bile. Next, the inner wall of the small intestine has many finger-like projection. Like if this is your intestine, inside finger-like projections are there. They are known as villi. So the correct answer is villi. Next one. Fat is completely digested. We all know that the food contains various components like protein, carbohydrate, fat. So fat is completely digested in small intestine. So C is the correct one. Next, fourth, this part of digestive canal is involved in complete digestion of food. Means in your digestive system, which part shows the complete digestion? And the correct answer is small intestine. So the correct answer is C. Next, the gallbladder temporarily store. What is gallbladder? Gallbladder is a small part. Suppose this is your liver, beta, and inside liver secrete bile, and below that liver there is a small organ called gallbladder. It stores bile, which is secreted by liver. And what is the function of this bile juice? It digests fat. So, bile which is secreted by liver, temporarily it is stored in gallbladder. Whenever it is required, it comes out from the gallbladder and it digests fat. So, my correct answer is bile. I hope it is clear to you. Now, come to the next one. So, these are the answers given, children. These are the answers given. You can go through it, all the answer. Liver, villi, small intestine, bile. This is the small intestine. Can you see that this finger-like projection? Fine. And this is your small intestine. This is a site where complete digestion takes place. Clear? Now the next one. Answer in one word. So the first one. It helps amoeba in the movement and capturing of food. We all know that amoeba has no shape. So suppose this is amoeba and this is the nucleus of amoeba and this is the food of amoeba. So if amoeba wants to move towards it, then amoeba can move from this side, it can move from this side, it can move from this side, it can move from this side. Any side amoeba can move. So the part that amoeba moves or used for movement is known as pseudopodia. Pseudopodia. What is pseudo? Pseudo means false. Although there is no foot, but still it can crawl or still it can move. So that is called pseudo. Pseudo means false. Podia means foot. So pseudopodia, my correct answer. Next, amoeba digests food. Now, this food has come. Let me take the another color. This one. Now this suppose this is the food, and now this food has come inside its body. कैसे आता है? Through this skin. Now inside the body there is a food vacuole. Like we have a stomach, so whatever we eat it comes in a stomach. Amoeba has a food vacuole in which food is kept, and here the food is digested. So the correct answer is food vacuole. Next one. It temporarily store bile. So that is gallbladder. Gallbladder temporarily store bile. Next. Give the product of the digestion of the following food components. Fine. So my correct answer is carbohydrate. It is converted to glucose. Fine. Protein, they convert to amino acids. Fine. And the fat is converted into fatty acid. Fatty acid and glycerol. Fine. So what are these? These are the end products. Suppose if you have eaten protein. So आपके उस प्रोटीन का क्या हुआ बॉडी में जाके? सो आपके उस प्रोटीन के अमाइनो एसिड्स ब्रेक हो गए एंड देन इट इज एब्जॉर्ब बाय द ब्लड. सेम कार्बोहाइड्रेट जो आपने खाया इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रोटी, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ चावल, सो दैट ब्रेक डाउन एंड योर बॉडी हैज टेकन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ग्लूकोज. Same, if you have eaten fat, then it converts into fatty acid and glycerol inside your body. So these are the end product of the food that you eat in your daily diet. Now come to the next one. Next one. Now the sixth one. Name the carbohydrate digested by ruminants. What are ruminants? Ruminants are basically grass eating animals. Why they are called ruminants? Because their stomach has 4 chambers and the largest chamber is known as rumen. R-U-M-E-N. Fine. So they are known as ruminants. So grass eating animals are mainly ruminants. They have a special carbohydrate that they can digest but we cannot digest. Can you name that? What is that name? That name is nothing but it is called cellulose. So cellulose is digested by ruminants but we cannot digest cellulose. Next, a sac-like structure present between the esophagus and small intestine in ruminant. So like this is their food pipe and from the food pipe this is their small intestine. So in between this structure it is known as cecum. C-A-E-C-U-M. Fine. So this is sac like structure. Sac means जैसे बोरी होता है इसमें कुछ हम fill कर लेते हैं. So that structure is known as cecum. Fine. It is present in ruminants. Fine. In this condition, the person passes watery stool. So watery stool means when is the condition? So common language में what we call loose motion. तो loose motion क्या होते हैं? जब we suffer from a disease known as diarrhea. So diarrhea is that problem in which diarrhea. So it is that problem बच्चों when a person is suffering from lots of water loss from the body. Watery stool from the body. Fine, that is called diarrhea. And if any person is suffering from diarrhea, what we give? So next one, name the solution given to that person. So that person is ORS. ORS घोल पिलाते हैं ना. What is ORS? Oral means मुंह से. Rehydration means again body get water. Solution. Fine. So oral rehydration solution is that solution in which there is a water. We can also make it at home. Plus there is a sugar and plus there is a salt. Mixture of these three is known as ORS. ORS packets are also available in the market. So those who are suffering from diarrhea, they have ORS. So by taking ORS, your body can get enough energy and ions. Fine, and you can easily recover it. Okay, next one. An American doctor जिसने first time discover किया था about stomach. What are the things happening in stomach? That was discovered by an American scientist and its name is William Beaumont. Fine. So all the answers are given in the next slide, bacho. You can easily go through it. So William Beaumont was a person who has first discovered that stomach is there and what is the functioning of stomach. Next, the widest part of alimentary canal. The widest part means suppose you start from your mouth, then you have food pipe, then you have a stomach, then you have a small intestine, then you have large intestine. So widest means सबसे चौड़ा. तो सबसे चौड़ा is stomach. So your correct answer is stomach. Fine. So the widest part of your stomach of your alimentary canal is stomach. I hope it is clear. Now come to the next one. Now come to the next one. So these all are children answers given. You can go through it. If you find any problem, you can ask me in my chat box. Pseudopodia, the false food, gallbladder that stores bile, sugar, amino acid and fatty acid glycerol. Liver, the largest gland, secrete bile. Cellulose, digested by ruminants. Cecum, the part present in ruminants. Diarrhea is a condition, watery stool. ORS, to recover diarrhea we use this. विलियम बाउमॉन्ट वॉज अ पर्सन जिन्होंने पहली बार डिस्कवर किया था कि स्टमक एंड स्टमक फंक्शन. एंड द लास्ट वन इज स्टमक इज द वाइडेस्ट पार्ट. आई होप इट इज क्लियर. नेक्स्ट वन, राइट द मेन स्टेप्स ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन इन ह्यूमन्स. सो ह्यूमन में न्यूट्रिशन कैसे होता है? So there are few steps. Please write. The first is ingestion. Ingestion means taking food in. Next is digestion. The food is digested in. Next is absorption. The nutrients are absorbed by the blood, and the blood circulate to different part of the body called assimilation, and the waste is moved out. That is known as egestion. So first is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. So these are the 5 steps of nutrition that takes place in human being. Please write down the answer. Okay. Now the next one. The atom, the acid released by stomach. So what is the acid present in stomach? So that is HCl. Hydrochloric acid is the acid which is present in the stomach, bacho, and this only burns food. Next, where does the digestion of starch start? Starch means a carbohydrate. So that start from your mouth. This is the reason, children, that your chapati, we feel sweet taste in chapati. When you eat only chapati or only puri without dipping in curry, you will feel sweet taste. So that taste is because of this starch only, because it start digesting in mouth. Fine? Chalo, next one. Where is the water from the undigested food is mainly absorbed? So the water is mainly absorbed by large intestine. This is the only work of large intestine. First, the large intestine जो food आता है last में, large intestine means the last intestine. Fine? इसमें जो खाना आता है वो खाना नहीं है, that is a waste. But waste वहाँ तक लाने के लिए water की भी ज़रूरत होती है. Fine? But water body requires. So in large intestine water is reabsorbed by it and the waste goes out. So correct answer is large intestine. Next, in which part of alimentary canal killing of bacteria takes place? Alimentary canal means digestive system. So killing कहाँ होता है? जहाँ का environment acidic होगा. So when you take food in a mouth, your stomach is the place. आपकी stomach. Your stomach is the place where the killing of bacteria takes place. Done? Done? Okay, good. Now, where is undigested food stored? So undigested food is stored in large intestine. Fine? Next, what is partially digested food in ruminants? We all know that the grass eating animal the grass eating animals first they take food in and then again they take out the food in a mouth and chew. You might have seen cow and buffaloes, वो आराम से बैठ के जुगाली करती रहती है. They continuously chew their mouth, chew their food. उनका मुंह चलता रहता है. So what they do basically, they first take the food, all the grass in their stomach, फिर slowly stomach से वो मुंह में लाती हैं and then they start eating. इस तरह के food को हम कहते हैं cud. C-U-D, cud. So cud is that food which is partially digested. Okay, next. Name the process in which the complex component of food is broken into the simpler one. And that is known as digestion. Digestion is a process in which the complex component means, suppose हम पूरी थाली बैठ के खाते हैं ना, we take carbohydrate in the form of chapati, protein, fat, vitamins, fine, and a glass of water, and at times roughage also, take in the form of salad. So by the process of digestion, it converts into simpler form. So here are the answers given. Hydrochloric acid, mouth or buccal cavity. Digestion of starch takes place in mouth. Large intestine where the water is absorbed. Stomach, bacteria are killed. rectum or rectum is a part of large intestine, bacho. In the rectum only your undigested food is stored. So it is a part of large intestine. Cud is the food partially digested by ruminants, and the last one is digestion. Complex food is broken down. I hope it is clear. Next one. Last one is this is the last slide, bacho. Now, what are the different types of teeth present in your mouth? So the first teeth, that is A1, A and B, upper and lower, back, at the back. So A and B are known as what we call that. These are the teeth. They are known as molars. Fine. They are known as molars. What they do? They basically help in chewing the food. Fine. Now, come to C. C is the front teeth. So, it is known as biting teeth. It is known as incisor. Fine. The front teeth, that biting teeth, like squirrel, like a mouse, they have these front teeth very sharp because they gnaw or they bite. Fine. So, they are known as incisors. So, C is known as incisors. Fine. Now, come to the D one. D is known as D. D is known as canine. Canine and very sharp in carnivores. जो साइड का दांत होता है ना चमकता हुआ नुकीला सा, फाइन, इस तरह का, सो दैट इज इन कार्निवोर्स. इट इज नोन एज कैनाइन. सो आंसर डी इज कैनाइन. नाउ कम टू ई. ई इज नोन एज प्रीमोलर्स. Like molars, molars are the last teeth present in our mouth, and just before the molars we have broad teeth known as premolars. Premolars also help in chewing. So back tooth or back teeth, they help in chewing. So premolars and molars, they help in chewing. So let's take molars and premolars, they help in chewing the food, whereas incisor helps in biting. Fine. And canine helps in tearing teeth. Suppose if you want to tear the wrapper of any of the packet, so what you do, you use this tooth. So that is known as canine. I hope it is clear to you and you understood all the questions well, and all the very best for your examination.